I got to be honest with you guys. Being in my 40s, being on the Food Network, and hanging out in the supermarket is epic.
I can imagine.
I was hanging out the other day, and they just had champagne mangoes, which just came into season.
What are those? What are those? Like golden? The golden ones?
You're not a girl. I'm not going to tell you.
Come on. I want a champagne.
If you were next to me, I'd be like, keep it moving, black boy. I'm fucking trying to hook up here. So check this out.
Champagne mangoes?
So
nice.
this lady, she looks at the mangoes,
That's the
and
name
I
of
just
my second
ease up
comedy
like
album.
a vampire. She didn't even see when I showed up.
Right.
And I'm like, it's all by weight. And you have to dent the skin, and if the skin doesn't spring back, they're ready to go. She goes, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm Fat Jason Bourne."
All right, let's go. Tim Sabian has arrived.
The man who doesn't pay us has just showed up.
The Ariana Grande of fucking podcasting.
Somebody who has apparently no fucking wallet shows up.
Yeah, Tim, the bartender needs your credit card.
Two forms of ID.
He did do that last time. He did do that.
I took care of it last time.
You did. You were ace high. You only owe
I
us,
can't drink.
You
drink
only
from
owe us
last time.
$365,000.
That's all. That's all.
You threw down for 80.
Look at him.
That's how I negotiate.
His uncomfortable laugh.
No, it's go ahead.
It's like killer.
I'm only telling the truth.
Yes.
I apologize.
Good to see
for-
Tim.
Tim's here, and Robert from Westwood
No, it's
One.
good to see you, Tim.
I love Robert. Me and Robert hung out at the barbecue thing. I gave him VIP treatment.
Oh, did he come through Big Apple Barbecue?
Did you have fun, Robert?
Well, you came through Friday. He came the day I wasn't there.
I missed you too. What day did you
I
show
came
up?
Saturday after I came back from
Fry
work.
Master T, baby.
Okay,
Fry
guys,
Master
let's back
T.
it up.
Go ahead.
Sherrod's already a veteran.
Thank you.
Sherrod shows up.
Thank
when
you.
it's time to party.
Thank you.
I was out of town.
Sherrod came to a bar. It's called Shorty's up the street.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
And me and Sherrod
You know,
looked
I
at
said
me.
I showed his number, too. The girl from there.
I'm about to tell the story.
Hey.
So Sherrod calls me. I'm already back in my hotel room, duct taping my face back together for the next time. And Sherrod calls me.
I don't even know what that means.
I like it, though.
Sherrod
No, it's
does.
hilarious. I have no fucking idea what that means.
I'll show you in a little bit what it
All
means.
right, okay.
So we're hanging out, and Sherrod calls me. He's like, "My nigga, I'm on my way to Shorty's." I'm like, and that's where all the pit masters hang out.
This was the day, yeah.
Where you at? I'm like, I'm on 42nd Street, man. I'm kind of busy in my room. I'm already jammed up. He goes, unjam yourself. I'm like, yo, she's kind of. He's like, I don't care. We're riding, bro. I get
the girl from the night before.
the girl from the night before.
From Texas.
I get there.
Dallas.
He scooped up
Dallas
these
Alice.
shorties from Texas that were. I mean, jeez, Whole Foods. If this was me, it would have been $300 a pound. I mean, it was unbelievable, and they were trickier than Opie Shaman. I mean, these girls were slippier than catching a trout with your fucking hands. I mean, they were all over the place.
It's tricky
And-
rock around to rock.
And I hung out. It was me, you, the guy from Black Tap, and the guy from what's up? Great Russ and Daughters.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Nikki? Was it Nikki?
Yeah, so it was
She's
all,
lovely.
No,
yeah.
no, the dude.
Oh, the dude.
yeah.
Sorry.
Not the girl, the guy with the money.
No, but Nikki, right.
So
Nikki's
we all
the
hung out.
daughter.
It was like Voltron. It was three fucking chefs and a comedian
It was
that was
on.
black with girls from Texas. They didn't have a chance. They didn't have. Like, the one girl was like, fucking, she was gone right through the wood chipper, gone. Like, I knew Sherrod did a good job when Sherrod went to the bathroom and the girl looked at me. She's like, "Does he think he likes me?" I look at her. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's hot and cold right now. But you know what makes him happy? If you buy another bottle of champagne, Texas. Sherrod,
They were great. They were fucking great.
Oh yeah,
people.
that's
It was
wow.
good.
Sherrod with the PR. They were fantastic.
Remember the chick who dropped the joint down her shirt?
Yeah,
burnt
and
the
you
titties?
found it?
It was still on fire. She couldn't find it for the longest. It was still lit.
It was
still
burning
on
her
fire.
titty.
on fire in her top, nigga. I was like, I see smoke.
Sherrod's like, I'll go.
Really?
Get it. I'll
Yeah.
go. Yes. It
Yeah,
was
fun
like
times.
it was white trash backdraft.
It was great, though.
fucking crazy.
And she was there with her. That lady was there with her husband and her son.
And the husband and the son.
But they were
not-
with the other girls too.
Right,
There was a
okay,
whole group
yeah.
of them.
Husband and son,
Yeah.
not fans of Sherrod.
No, they loved it. They loved it. Shut up.
You know who I
The
knew?
same people. It's like the same night. No, Nick knows. Nick knows what I'm about to say. Go
Shut up.
ahead, Nick.
It's like dining a butter.
Diagonal butter.
Remember when we were at
Restaurant.
Butter?
Remember
Oh,
that?
that dude? Oh,
That's a good
I was about to
story.
Smash that dude.
Well, you told that story last time, but I think Sherrod should tell it for me.
I don't. I just know I was about to. I know the dude's wife was more on my dick.
Yes.
Remember the wife?
That's what the whole thing started.
That's
yes.
why the nigga got mad at me
Yes.
because your wife's
Well,
wanted a little taste.
He walked over.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, yeah.
Help me out a little bit.
Okay,
No,
well, back up a
we
little
were
bit.
at Butter.
Yeah,
we
back
were
up.
at Butter on his assistant's birthday.
My assistant's daughter's
Gloria?
birthday. Gloria. Her
Gloria's-
daughter was
yes.
awesome.
Was it like Oscar night or something, like Grammys or something?
It was
might
probably
have been
something.
impacting it.
I mean, we were acting like it was Oscar night, and we had the whole menu.
Yeah,
And we
we're
were
in there.
balling. I
Balling.
mean, balling.
Listen, if I was at another table and saw us, I'd be jealous too,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And Sherrod starts with the N word.
Shut
And
up.
this and that and you.
It wasn't the N word that did it,
my
though. It was
enners.
just.
Yo, you my enners.
We don't
And
even.
Alex said it first, Gordon Shelley, and then I just had. I can't let her outdo me.
There goes my reservation.
Was he being loud?
No.
No, compared to Madison Square Garden, no, a whisper.
I'm sitting next to the Cuban.
I thought I was at an Ariana Grande concert.
Why, terrorist was there?
Thank you, England. England, thank you. Score. Yeah.
That's one thing, too. She had crazy security with her.
Really?
Oh my god.
Bananas. Like outside mostly, but the dude inside with her was some big ass black dude.
How many-
I kept calling him twin all night. I get out there, people scared.
How many
Twin
did
hype
she
is
have?
back.
At least I'm gonna say at least 5
5 security guards.
like CIA looking dudes.
wow.
Was one of the guys that did he travel a lot?
What do you mean?
Was his name Lee?
Well, you go back to finishing his story though.
And the
Gave
butter.
him a beating.
I got you, Lee.
Go back to butter.
Lee, we love you, but we gave you a
So
beating.
we're in Butter and
food was
Sherrod,
amazing.
and there's this.
The guy walks
grime-
over and tells us to shut up.
This guy tells us to shut up while his wife is
blowing Sherrod over.
literally licking her lips, looking at Sherrod.
Yeah,
she
digging him.
She was a 45-year-old.
Totally.
100. I'll give you the city stats. 145 pounds. 45, 128 pounds.
Yeah, she was a Cuban
solid.
sexualist. Yeah, she was cute.
solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Big. Looked like she did Zumba. Calves
Yeah,
were good.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he's jealous because obviously he's feeling her looking
Yes.
at you.
And he fucking
And he's
walks
getting heated and
over.
shit. I can hear them at the table like this. It's not a big deal. What's wrong with you? Leave him alone.
And he came up to Sherrod. He goes, "I would appreciate if you kept it down and kept those words."
And what did
And
No,
Sherrod
there
goes,
are-
"Keep it
no,
down."
he
He
said,
puts his
there
hand
are other people
That's
in
what he
this
said.
restaurant
Yes,
besides you.
exactly. And Sherrod goes,
And I go,
Yeah,
besides,
me,
me,
my
and besides
nigger.
me and the man that wants to fuck your wife, and, or no, whose wife is going to blow you on the sidewalk.
but the wife was
no.
like
then the
not-
shit started. Yeah.
It was
and then he
like-
tried to leave out. I was like this. Let me just go out here and talk to this motherfucker for a second.
So I said, I looked
So I
at
went
him and I
behind
go,
him.
I'm not going outside. I said, I'm not going outside.
I'm not going to beat nobody's ass in the restaurant.
I go, Sherrod's going to fight outside. I go, I looked at the guy. Sherrod's going to knock him out 2 seconds.
in front of
We're
his
good.
wife and his daughter.
Yeah.
Is he a big guy?
yeah,
he's big.
No,
But he was big, but he was
Bigger they are, nigga.
No,
Yeah, but you know, he was that kind
I
of
know
big.
you don't back down. I'm just asking for the story. If he was a big guy,
He looked like a
would've
manager at
fucked
a
him
Bass
in
Pro
front of
Shop.
No,
Like, he was going to get knocked out.
He's like, we need to go fix this.
But he also looked like an asshole. And already his wife and his
Total
daughter were already annoyed with him. So now they laughing at the shit we said at our table.
Right.
He was
So he's heated.
no, he
It's
was
like
a
they
big
said,
guy.
Why are you going over there?
yeah,
I'm opening
Nick was
it for
there.
you.
The wife
was a
put her
big-
hand on my like.
Go to Nick.
No, he was one of those big guys that like his glory days were football in high
Yep,
school, right?
yep,
And he was probably
yep.
a big tough guy, but he's probably never actually been in a real fight.
Yep.
So he's looking at Sherrod, and Sherrod's looking back at him, and that was the end of it.
Then I followed him
And his
out.
wife is staring at Sherrod's
he didn't
crotch,
like- he didn't like
and
to
I'm
look
looking
back.
at Vic Henley. I go, "You better go fix this bullshit."
And I went
because
out
if
there-
I go outside,
When I went outside, his
I'm gonna
wife-
have a fucking skin suit.
His
Like,
wife
I'm
was bringing
fucking-
it up like this. Please don't.
Yes.
Please don't. I was like this.
Chesting
Just keep doing
Sherrod
that
up, grabbing
and let
his-
him watch it.
Yes.
Wait, the wife's touching you saying
All
yes?
of me.
Oh my
all of him.
God.
It
Big
was
fan.
all of him.
Big fan.
It
Totally.
looked like the
Recognize
Lionel
me.
Richie video when he was doing the clay painting when he was blind. Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
I'm like, that bitch just made a clay painting out of the butter on the table of Sherrod's face.
He was just in the mood, and his wife was over
So
him.
how did it end?
I walked him down the
It.
street. I walked him down the street.
And I got a smooch from the wife.
Yeah, he got
And
a
the daughters-
smooch.
And there's
Look at that
daughters.
daughter.
There's like two hot
daughter- the
daughters.
daughter was like 20.
No, it's really.
The daughters were just as hot as
they
the-
just.
it was
I
great.
walk in
This
and
is
I'm
a
like-
true story.
I'm like, do you really want to see
Your
you
father.
get your ass
Yes.
whipped in the fucking front of your wife and children? We're gonna stomp the fucking shit out of you.
I didn't want to hit him.
I don't think you want to go home
embarrass no
saying
father.
that oh my wife wanted to fuck my buddy and then bang boom boom and we're gonna stomp the fucking shit out of you.
Not only is your wife a
Don't-
skeezer,
yeah.
you're about
I'm
to
like,
get knocked
your
out.
wife wants to blow my friend and we're gonna stomp the shit out of you.
I'm raising.
I go, I ain't been in a fight since
Uh-oh.
third
Opie.
grade, but me and Carl.
Shaman Opie wants to know why the bad energy.
I'm raising my hand because
I was just trying to scare him off. Is all I was trying to do.
No, but you saying that.
Oh, I did. I
No,
scared
no, no.
the
I
fuck out of
believe
him.
it. I believe. Trust me, I believe you said that. But usually, doesn't that piss off the guy more and
No.
make him more
He started calling
agitated?
down.
Not when you're pointing at his wife and daughter and they're going.
Oh
And
wow!
they're total. I'm like, watch right there. Look right fucking there. Get in the cab. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here
he said
right
it.
now. He's gonna stomp the
I
shit
ain't want to
out
go
of
after this
you.
dude. We was having our own night. I don't want to be part of
I know,
his
we're
night.
trying to have a good
You're
time.
right.
The fuck?
We're
Go
trying to
have your
a
own
good
life,
time.
nigga.
We had
Wow.
fucking. We had shrimp and white sauce.
And
That
prime
shrimp-
rib.
That shrimp was good, right?
That shrimp was
steak?
fucking-
And I didn't
She
move
does
from
that.
my chair. I go,
No, you didn't.
I look, I go, fix this.
And
this
Nick-
is
but-
this is my friend's restaurant.
Nick-
Sherrod's about to knock somebody out. If this does happen, I have nothing to do with it.
It was really, yeah,
and
he
I looked at
was.
Sherrod, and Sherrod goes, I don't give a fuck.
No.
I'm gonna kill him. I said, fine.
That's why I waited until they went outside, though. I didn't do it inside.
Yeah, he
No.
was a-
I said shit. I did
He was
said
a
nothing to
class-
the man inside.
And Carl's going. I was never here.
Well,
One
he
hour-
was
I
was
slick
never
shit.
here.
Fat
He said
Jason
it's slick
Bourne, bro.
shit.
I gotta get out of here.
understand.
1 hour later, we were smoking joints with the entire staff that
Yeah.
had prepared our dinner.
Yes. And they looked out
Allegedly.
for us.
Allegedly.
That's an
That's
alleged.
reading us
That's
a
an
very
alleged.
That's an alleged.
cheating-
That's an
Right, we're not sure they cooked it.
Oh, shots
Ah,
fired.
look at Nick Solaris with a little 1-2.
Butter's great.
It's rubbing off.
He made him bring the steak out and show it to him.
Yes.
Yo,
He
Nick
really
is
did.
the biggest dick.
Yes, he
He told
did.
me.
He's
I
a
love it.
giant black veiny dick when it comes to going to a restaurant.
I have to jump in for a second
Yeah.
for the people that don't know. Nick Solaris is one of our friends. Obviously, he really knows his meat and his
Yes.
steak. He makes a living off knowing this shit.
Yes.
So back to you.
So we're at a Food Network chef's restaurant where everything is, they're taking care of us. They know that we're there.
Right.
We're there for a birthday. We got the best table in the whole restaurant.
Big shout out to Alex.
Do you think
Oh,
Nick
yeah, she
gives a
did
fuck?
great.
Nick don't give a fuck.
No.
Now, bring the meat out. Let me see it first.
He looks at this waiter, and this waiter's been like, it's his third week here from Tanzania.
Madagascar. I was
He
going to go
just got his
Madagascar.
he just got his new
Armenian.
He
Nick's
just
going
got his
on.
apartment, which is 7,642 stops from the restaurant.
He's so new. His
the
kids are
subway.
still in a cage right now at the border.
Trump still has his kids in the cage. That's how new he is.
Fresh cage kids.
They're fresh. They're not free range.
FKK. They're
There
not
we
like
go.
chickens in a drawer.
These are Trump kids, not free range kids.
You heard him.
I love it.
I like it when we're awful.
I love it.
I love it when we're awful.
And the guy goes, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "We'll have." They had some crazy Uncle Buck steak. It was like
What was it?
72 ounce. It was crazy. And we're all-
$275.
It was crazy.
Dry
It was
aged. Only had the
$300.
Bible read to it.
Yeah.
And rubbed marshmallow peeps on the outside. And Mother
Tammy Faye
Teresa.
Baker eyelashes on the phone.
Literally, the Queen. Meghan Markle peed on it.
I'll eat that steak. I'll eat that steak.
And the best is,
You would.
and Sherrod goes, and this is when I was married, so I was this was before my wife took her mask off and took everything from me. So I was like, I'm like, holy shit, I know you. It was like a Scooby-Doo episode. I took her mask off. I'm like, holy shit, it was you the whole time. So I'm like, all right. I said, I got this. And then once Sherrod knew that we were in the clear, and Sherrod looks at me and goes, order everything. So they're like, the steak comes from, we took it out of the steak out of the cow while it's still alive, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's in love with the description of steak except Nick Solaris.
He's not impressed.
Nick
But he knows better than us.
Not at
Nick
all.
Solaris.
He does know more than we do.
Nick Solaris is shaking his head yes to this whole conversation. Just like us. And Sherrod's like, yeah! He's going crazy. He's like, we're going to
That was me. That was me.
Yeah. and Vic Henley's just, equating it to some stories like, because in Alabama, we it's all fucking nonsense.
The definition.
Sugar gliders. But Nick is quietly shaking his head.
I don't know what that means, but
Like the head of the resistance. He's like this. And then we go, okay, we'll take that. He goes, I would like to see the steak before it's cooked.
wow.
And I don't get embarrassed a lot. And I look at Nick quietly. I'm like, Nick,
Please don't do this.
don't do it. He goes, do you want to eat good meat or you just want to be fancy? I'm like, I kind of want to be fancy. I'm kind of showing off here. It's my friend Gloria's daughter's birthday, and now you're going to turn this into a complete fucking shit show.
He was right.
And he was dead right. They brought out a piece of meat.
Brought it out.
They never even done this before.
This is white privilege.
Well, he called it though. He did.
This
call
was
it.
the whitest privilege I've ever seen, and I mean, it was incredible. And Sherrod's like, I love it.
I never seen anything like it.
And then all of a
Bring
sudden,
me the meat.
and Sherrod is Howard Cosell-ing the whole fucking thing.
Today, on a Wednesday,
Today.
at Butter, a young man came in and said,
Send back the meat, right? So they bring out the first piece of meat, and he's Howard Cosell-ing the whole thing, and he's like, I think he's gonna send it back, Carl. I'm like, shut up, Sherrod, shut up.
It wasn't marbled enough.
And Nick
wasn't.
saw the steak,
It was
and he
not.
goes,
It was not.
looks at it from every angle uncomfortably
Yeah.
for about 15 seconds.
Yep.
Imagine someone quivering this
Right.
guy. Holding
It's like a Japanese businessman looking at a prostitute.
Exactly. With Hello Kitty underwear. Those Hello Kitty underwear are stained. I'll pass.
Turn.
Arigato.
Now,
This is some Kill Bill shit. It was some Kill Bill shit.
Yeah.
So he looks at the whole steak, and and Nick does this uncomfortable thing where he shakes his head like in approval, and then he says the complete opposite. So he's shaking his head in approval. Not true.
And like
And then he goes, not good enough.
wow.
And all of a sudden, Black Howard Cosell. God damn!
Holy cow!
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
We're sending that motherfucker back. Steak is going bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
So, Nick, were you doing this just to fuck with everyone and make everyone uncomfortable?
Really only to make good radio. That's the only reason to do anything else.
Touche.
Am I lying?
No, it's Listen, it's this woman's birthday. It's $140, $150 steak.
Yes.
I thought it was more than that. 185.
Well, you're only justifying.
You didn't tip for shit.
Well, that's what you're here for, Mr. Cubano.
Yeah.
You're the one with all those rolled up bills in your pocket.
I'm the one carrying
And that
cash.
dusty stuff that probably you put up with your shaman.
And the fancy watches,
Listen.
let's don't forget.
Oh yeah. Oh.
There's 6 or 7 steaks on a side of rib, and there's only one that's the best of that side.
Thank
Why
you.
wouldn't we get the best one?
This motherfucker know what he's talking about.
I was with him. I was enjoying it as much
So-
as you were.
and that steak came
I
out
was
damn good,
also
right?
feeling
It came
calm.
out.
But Carl, I got to go to Carl. So he does all this, right? He does the dog and pony show. So now they're going to change up the steak. What are the odds that they changed up the steak and didn't give the exact one
He
after?
made them bring another one out. This now a 2-hour dinner is a 3-hour dinner because this
Worth it.
motherfucker's an antique roadshow.
But hold on a second. There was also the boxing match halfway through.
Right.
That was the entertainment.
So it's like a dinner and a show.
Street fight.
So what was wrong with the steak?
The first one didn't have enough marbling, which is
That's what he told me.
So
Okay.
marbling is that white
yeah.
fat that goes through
Of
the
course,
muscle,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what you want in steak because
Yes.
you're paying a lot of money for it. It was also not from where I wanted it on the animal. I wanted it from the front of the animal. You get this nice cap on the rib.
Right.
Look, people, when you get a bottle of
I'm
wine,
getting
right?
hungry right now.
You get a bottle of wine.
Hey,
Do you
motherfucker
just
knows
pour
what
it and
he's
drink it?
talking
No,
about.
they give you a taste of the wine.
Right.
I've never heard that someone wants to look at the steak before they cook it. I've never
a
heard
lot
of
of
this
restaurants.
before.
I mean, a lot of steak
They'll bring it out
restaurants will
first.
bring out the
Yeah,
wine.
they bring it out.
I've seen that, but,
But
you, don't
Opie,
know,
there's-
you don't know what you're looking at. You're like, yeah, all right, I guess
Opie,
I'll have the
I look for the
porterhouse.
marbles.
There's no
I want to see that
marbles.
white shit.
There's
I
no
want that
there's no
flavor.
marbling in kale. So you don't have to worry. It was so easy. It was so easy. It was right there.
That's a fucking t-shirt.
It was right there. I
I
couldn't
don't
say.
give a shit. That's a goddamn good t-shirt.
But that was all the flavor.
That's a fucking t-shirt.
All the flavor
There's no
was
marbling in kale.
So you do this a lot. You
He
ask
does
the-
it every time.
Only to embarrass Carl.
And you embarrass me when we're walking around. He embarrasses me, and imagine I'm a dick, and I'm like, dude, Nick is like on another level.
But they always respect it, though.
And to add fuel to the fire.
Oh, yeah, they don't say a goddamn thing.
Sherrod enjoyed it.
Yes.
It was like he was
Immensely.
at a play.
Yes.
Like he was like watching Hamilton.
I said bravo. Bravo.
Oh, look, it's John Adams.
Encore. Shoot him again. Shoot him again, Hamilton.
Honey, a duel.
Shoot him again.
A steak duel. And it was so aggressive. You know what I mean? So I have Sherrod on one side.
It was a great steak.
I have Vic Henley, who drinks at the same speed I do. So we're 19 bourbons in.
Yeah.
We need more bourbon over here.
We were
do.
in the deep.
And Vic Henley's like, if the guy's right, he's right. There ain't nothing wrong.
Of course.
If you don't agree with someone that's right, you're wrong.
Of course.
No, it was one of my greatest. I got to watch him do that with the meat, and then him almost beat the fuck
They
out
brought
of
back the
family.
next steak. They brought back the next steak. They did not make a mistake. It came back from the top of the animal.
It was so
What I call
good.
the top, right? The
So
top of
good.
the animal.
The closer to the shoulder is better.
Yes, I think so. Wouldn't you agree? You want that big cap on the ribeye?
You wrote 3 books about it. Yes, I agree.
That's what we call expert. That'd be your expert.
That was what we call an expert witness.
That's for the Insomnia podcast.
That's
It's a good
funny.
night, man.
That's a hell of a night.
But it was. You missed it.
Well, where the fuck was I?
And some girls
Spending
some
money.
cougars licking her fingers the whole time, looking at Sherrod during this
Oh.
whole thing. It was so much going on, and
a lot going on.
and mind you, I invited these guys.
Yeah,
Vic
we
Henley.
didn't.
Was I invited? I
You
just
called me for day drinking.
What was that
and we went to
spaghetti thing we
brunch.
had?
No, it
That's
started
right.
at the bar
starving.
in my neighborhood because it was
Holy
his.
shit.
It was his drop down awful day.
That's the day that I found out Marie did a naughty.
did a naughty. That's what you call it. She did a naughty.
A naughty knot?
$1 million naughty.
Yeah, and then that was it. And then
He's
that
like,
was
"Where the fuck are you?"
Where
And
you
I'm
guys, boys?
It's
I
like
need
4
full
o'clock,
time.
and I'm like, "Hey,
And you know
come
what?
on."
That's why you guys, all of you guys, I love you guys to the bottom of my heart. I'll be with you
Bullshit.
forever. Not you. I
Not
said-
you, Tim.
Says the man who gives us no money.
Tim, go to your corner office.
I'm sticking with the same joke.
Sherrod, can you send that steak back?
It's not marbly enough.
Tim doesn't have enough marble. I love Tim.
Not enough marbling at
So,
West
and
Point
I'll tell
Light.
you right now, Opie, Vic Henley, Sherrod, and Nick. Unless you're ordering meat, I love you, but fucking true people.
No, you
know what I
called
mean.
me
Like
that
I
day.
called everybody, and
And then
everybody
it started.
assembled. You were down. You were fishing.
No,
Yeah, you were. You were.
yeah.
It was a weekend.
No,
It was a Sunday.
I forgot what day that was.
I absolutely would have
I
been
just
there.
got off a fucking plane.
Right.
Literally, I was coming off the road
And I
from
said,
somewhere.
guys, Marie
He's
did
like,
a
"Where
naughty."
are you?"
And we said, all right, let's
And
get it
I'm
done.
like, "Holy
link up.
shit!"
Let's get it
He's
done.
like, "I'll be there in an hour."
like
And I'll
that.
never
Let's
forget
get it
this
done.
day. Vic Henley's the first
He went
person I
on,
told
yeah.
him that I was leaving Marie.
Right.
And I walk half, like I'm not even close to him. I'm 100 yards from him, and I go, Vic, I'm getting divorced. And he turns around, he starts Rudy clapping me. Well, you goddamn get over here. You're free. I swear to God. He goes, I did it twice.
He told me some. He told me some details.
Unfortunately, they were tethered.
He told me some details in there, and I was like, "I get the fuck right here, right now."
Did you give him a nice noogie? I like.
He did. He gave me an old Auburn noogie.
an Auburn noogie.
And then Sherrod, and
then he shows up.
And then Sherrod was like, "Where you at?" And Sherrod showed up, and I said, "Hey guys, thank you. Now let's go get dinner. But you guys have to be nice. It's
we
my
weren't.
friend Gloria's daughter's birthday.
I said
So
this is my daughter too, by the way. I call her my daughter.
I think Sherrod banged her too.
I didn't bang her.
But it was so-
it.
Well, you stop it.
knew it.
I adopted her.
But Sherrod, but so it went from me just having a quiet dinner at Butter. With my friend Gloria and
Right.
her daughter,
Gloria's the best.
it went
Gloria's
into
fabulous.
showing up to this 25-year-old's birthday party with Vic Henley, Nick Solaris,
and Sherrod.
and Sherrod. Almost fight, sending meat back, screaming. We had the bathroom
perfect
jammed
night.
up the whole time.
She was
That's
so-
a perfect night.
Gloria was really tolerant. I mean, she
No,
loved it.
she's cool as fuck.
She's amazing.
loved it.
No,
Gloria's
amazing.
cool
I
as
love her.
fuck.
She
I
told
really
me
love
she
her.
wanted me to beat that dude's ass. She's like, do it for my baby girl. It's her birthday.
Do it for little Whitney.
I think I did hear that. I think I heard that.
When he was like, "With his ass, daddy."
take it. Take it.
ass, daddy.
Now, do it.
That's my daddy.
Carl, you're doing better. Obviously,
I
we
can't-
all know that.
let me tell you-
You're doing better.
Let me tell you something.
There were some dark days there for a
There
while.
was a
I had
couple
dark days.
You know what,
Dark
man?
days.
They were. What and I gotta say about my divorce. It wasn't my idea. It was just something that had to happen, just because of what went down. But people have to stop asking me if I'm okay.
You are okay. I never asked you that. Actually, at one time you said,
No.
"Yeah, nigga, I left alone."
I did one. I was guilty
did
the
one.
other day.
He goes-
and
he goes,
then I
you-
felt bad for it.
Here's
I
the
really
thing.
did.
Not okay.
I really, but I did. I tell it. He'll tell you.
But Vic,
The
here's
other
the
day, I'm
thing.
like, I don't know why I'm sending this, but are you all right? And he's like, "Fuck you."
Not okay, Carl is a okay Carl for me.
Right. That's what I thought.
We party.
No,
I think,
know.
I
That's
think
what
you're
I said.
obligated to do one. Are you okay?
Yeah, you gotta say
And
that.
then, but
I
if you
did
do
one.
two, then
No, I did one, but then he fucking shit on me immediately. I'm like, okay, you're fine.
I gave him a King Kong like this.
But let me tell you, Opie. If you're ever alone with Opie, Opie is an incredible interviewer, right? So you got to be careful. Like,
He'll get it out of you.
He'll get it out of you.
He'll
bro.
get it
Like,
out of you,
if
that son
I
of a
sit
bitch.
with-
He's
that's
sneaking
why
it.
you tempt me by showing
Tricky.
these pictures and then I'm not allowed to say anything.
Like if I sit
you for that.
If I sit with Vic Henley, you know what I mean? And like I'll be telling him something really serious. I know like 13 seconds later, be like, I met a girl in Mexico. She had a pussy like a mango. Like it's gonna go away. You know what I mean? And if I talk to Sherrod, he's gonna be on the phone the whole time. He's
Words
not gonna
trigger me.
Wait,
is
what? I was
What
on
he's
the phone.
trying to say. Words.
But when you talk to Opie, I mean, he's just so thorough.
No,
right?
my biggest problem is-
Opie brings you back. He like
No,
he'll be like,
If he calls you back.
oh well, I'm talking. It's like a week later,
Oh,
but he'll
sorry.
tell you. So, but Opie, like
making
when I
sure,
have a
right.
conversation about like
I've been better.
about what then
We've
he's
been,
like,
we've been good lately.
so Opie will be like,
okay.
to fucking interrupt me. You and him
Sorry,
interrupted
sorry.
me all the fucking time.
We bonded today.
Oh, good.
We saw like a naked. Well, she wasn't naked. She was topless in the park. 60-something-year-old lady in the park,
I
topless.
think he
did.
was talking about what a great interview you are, and you completely cut.
No, because I'm
I
embarrassed.
take it all back.
No, because I'm embarrassed by this, and I'll tell you why. Because I need to lighten up. Because when I'm hanging with my friends and stuff, I'm like, fuck, why don't I have something that can record this? I'm always thinking content, and I need to fucking just relax.
So it's
sometimes.
funny,
But
like
anyway,
when I'm telling the true story of when I knew it was over. I was coming home from California.
Right? And I was there?
I wish you were there, man. I really do.
Oh, what happened?
So-
oh, God.
so
This
I-
gonna make me cry. I don't want to cry.
No. I'm on my. I wear my headphones, right, and I have, and I'm talking to one of my attorneys about something completely different. And I walk into my house after the car drops me off from California, and I haven't seen anybody. And I have a chocolate lab, which I love. This might make me cry because I miss my dog.
See, I'm going to cry. If you cry, I'm
I
going to
miss my dog more
What's
than
all
anything.
Maximilian.
Max, man. Maximus. So I'm walking into my house, and my dog is literally trying to eat my $700 door, and trying to get to me. And I open the door, and this dog is 120 pounds of the purest love you've ever had in your life. He's crying.
Let's not describe my penis.
He's crying. He's crying. He's on his back, fake running and chirping, and his tail is tucked in, so he's scared and happy,
Right.
and he's licking in the air and stuff. And my wife is hammer time, and she's standing in front of me, and she goes, "I'm not. You're verbally abusive. You have to leave." And my attorney's on the phone. He goes, "Get the fuck out now." Right? It was almost like God was talking in my headphones. He's like, "You're about to get set up. Get out now."
she was.
It was all.
she
the
was trained
mother-in-law
to
was
do
in
this.
the living room. They hid the cars in the back.
No, I got a little-
it was
yeah.
on.
They hit the cars in the
They
back.
hid the car. I got a lot of room, man. I work hard. You got out of baseball field.
property,
I got
motherfucker.
property. I had.
That is awful.
I didn't
My
hear
attorney-
this.
Yeah. No, this is the first. I've never said this before.
And it sounded like she delivered her lines horribly.
She goes like this: "I'm not happy anymore. You are verbally abusive." My attorney goes, "Get the fuck out. You're getting set up now." I go, and I start talking to my headphones. I'm like, "Can I take my dog?" They're like, "Don't touch the fucking dog. Get the fuck out." Is the car service still outside? I go, yeah. He goes, "Jump in that car service. Do you have money?" I go, Yeah, I got $5,000 in my sock, cuz I just came from Vegas.
Back to
always be ready. Always be ready.
Wow.
And then everything unfolded. Everything was their whole family was just waiting to just that was it. It was a trap. It was a giant like Star Wars level.
Have you seen the kids since then?
No, not allowed. Not allowed.
Wow.
Not allowed.
That's gross.
And he raised those kids,
That's
man.
gross, man.
For a long time.
10 years.
And what about the
10
dog?
fucking
You couldn't
years.
get the dog out of this whole thing?
I didn't get the dog, man.
Tell
I'm the only one that walked it and fed
right.
it. And
Can't you like go steal it?
you know what sucks is I don't even want to buy another dog.
No, tell my
I'm gonna
favorite
say- I'm
dog
gonna
story.
say the
Tell my
week-
we've told it before, but tell
but
my
hold
favorite
on.
dog story.
Is
Please.
it weird, guys? I want you guys to give me
No,
a
he's got a
judge.
great dog
Judge
story.
me on it. I feel like I'm cheating on my dog if I get another dog. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm good. I can't
Oh,
buy
yeah.
another dog.
You dog whore.
So once
He
my
knows.
dog dies, then I'm going to buy another. Yeah,
No.
this is my baby.
Have you
Stuffing.
Yeah, I had stuff in
Have you tried to get the
years,
dog
man.
since?
Well, here's.
How
I'm
about-
going to tell you the saddest thing you've ever heard.
I got $28 in my pocket.
So
Maybe
my-
we can buy the dog.
So
Now,
my,
tell the UPS story.
It's a
Tell the
Chesapeake
fucking-
Lab. It was like fucking
Tell the
$5,000.
goddamn UPS story.
Wait,
This
wait.
is how good a dog is.
All right, we got yeah.
So I'll tell you UPS. So my wife, we have doggy daycare down the street where they keep the dogs fenced in. So during the week, I drive there and I just hang out with them through the fence.
Oh, see, I told you don't say no shit. Don't make me cry, you asshole.
Sherrod just tapped out. That is brutal, though.
No.
Oh, really?
He's a dog lover. No, both of y'all. Nick, move over here, Nick.
Great Carl's leaving now. He's crying. Sherrod's crying on the sidewalk. What the fuck?
Oh, I never said that
Oh my god, that's like a real moment, though.
I'll tell you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little moist. That's rough.
Oh
One
man.
whatever. I don't want to. I'll try. Whatever.
I'll tell you the
I got a
Sherrod-
dog story, but
I'll tell you the Sherrod story.
let that fade away first. and then I
Sherrod
got
had
a dog
stuffing
story.
because he was a Yorkie. Sherrod had a Yorkie for 16 years, and he looked like stovetop stuffing, so he named him Stuffing. And I'm on the goddamn 86th Street bus crossing town in New York randomly one day, and we come out of the fucking other side on the east side, and Sherrod's in there holding the dog, and I'm on the bus, and a random New Yorker just nudges me and goes, "Look at this fucking faggot with the Yorkie." And I'm like, "Oh, it's Sherrod!" And I'm banging on the fucking door window of the city bus, and he looks up. He's like, "Hey,
This guy just called you a fag.
he totally waits." It was so that's a perfectly random New York City moment. And then Carl's got to tell you the story about the UPS.
I want to hear that. I mean, they're out on the sidewalk having a cigarette and kind of, well, their tears
Dog
are going
crying.
away. Well, they're finally getting back together. But wow, I never seen Carl like tear up like that before.
Did they have a fight? No. It's a hillbilly. It's a
Tim, are you paying attention?
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's
you're
not
obviously
only
not paying
he's not
attention.
only paying attention. He's not paying us. We're still doing the same joke. I'm gonna do the same joke.